Oh, hey there, and welcome to the Ope-Eh Three-Way Pro Wrestling Podcast on this special Saturday edition, episode 89. I'm back. It was a time. And Pierce, how are you feeling? I saw you had a great episode. Pretty solid viewership there on Wednesday.
Okay, now that I can open my beer. Yeah, KOP. Shout out to those guys and the entire Main Event Network. Bunch of great people. It was interesting doing everything myself. I thought I did a pretty solid job on the intro, so hopefully I did you proud.
You did us proud, brother. It was a good one.
But reason we're here today recording is because we have two events that I didn't get to talk about on Wednesday and that you didn't get to talk about for that matter either. Two fairly large events. We're not going to go too in-depth on them. But for AAA, the Grande or Noches de los Grandes, with the culmination of what is the hottest feud in professional wrestling today, and I don't think I say that with any hyperbole.
Nope.
And then Clash in Italy, which I'm expecting to be a super hot crowd and to be a very, very good show. It's fucking stacked to the gills. So, but I didn't want to spend too much. I didn't want to spend any time on Wednesday because kicking out, even though Tanner was at Saturday night's main event because he is from Fort Wayne, I didn't want to spend time talking about WWE with the best damn AEW podcast in all the land.
Yeah,
so
makes perfect sense to me.
And especially after the fucking Double or Nothing that we had. Jesus Christ. It's the highest rated show I've ever done. Gave it a 9.75.
Yep. It was a great show. I did catch up on a bit of it after the fact. It was Mama's birthday on that Sunday, so I had to kind of prioritize. But brother,
Absolutely.
Everything they were saying about it was dead on, and just what a fucking show. I think AEW, and I'm not going to go too in depth, but I think AEW, if we're talking about like our statuses here with AEW, WWE, I think AEW is just slightly edging WWE right now. Not to think anything bad of what we're going to be talking about here forthcoming, but I mean, it's going to be neck and neck here for a good bit going into the summer. I think it's going to be a great summer of action from both companies.
I expect a fun summer. I think AEW summer is just going to be a bit more fun. Everything that they've got cooking right now has been nothing but quality. And so, but I don't have it on this day because it's a special Saturday episode. We're just here kicking back and we're doing some quick hits. Go a little in depth. We're not going to go too far in depth. It's just a fun extra episode this week for everybody. So we appreciate you guys. And let's get on to Noche de los Grandes.
Get to chirping.
Laredo Kid will be defending his AAA World Cruiserweight Championship against Rey Fénix. Banger. I assume Kid retains because I think Rey Fénix should be getting a push and should be utilized like his brother. He just doesn't have the charisma of his brother, even though he's got just as good of an entrance with just a little less pyro.
Right.
But yeah,
like Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, basically.
Best analogy I had off the top.
I'm gonna go with Laredo Kid, but I expect nothing but heat. Lucha excellence, and I'm gonna turn on my AC because I'm getting hot.
Yep. Hey, I think it's going to be the opposite. Personally, I feel like AAA is a good spot for Rey Fénix right now. Like, I feel like there's a lot of heat in the mid card in SmackDown right now. It's been developing over the last year and is continuing now, especially now that you got guys like Ricky Saints in the mix. I feel like, especially with a guy who's got some clout like Rey Fénix, bit more than Laredo Kid. I feel like him getting the Cruiserweight Championship here would be kind of validation for all the shit he took for not having a belt like his brother as of late. And I feel like Rey is really perfect. I keep talking up Cruiserweight divisions at various points. I feel like Rey Fénix is a solid champion for AAA's Cruiserweight division, or would be.
I think he could be used in the SmackDown mid-card scene. Like, you have Rey Fénix, who is one of the best professional wrestlers on the planet. On top of that,
Agreed.
it goes without saying, but he's a super down to earth, cool dude. When I met him last year, he was like, "What's going on, brother? Thanks for coming out." Like, he could have just been like there for the picture, but he gave me a big bro hug. And like, when I meet a wrestler as a fan, that's kind of what I mean. Everybody has different, maybe you want to have a conversation with them. Obviously, with the WWE superstars, that just doesn't fucking happen because they herd you like cattle. But like, he took the time to give me a little bit of a conversation and like pose the way we did the Amino pose together. Like, I don't want this to sound bad, but like, he is above AAA, if you know what I mean. Not that AAA is like a lower tier promotion. It's the best promotion in professional wrestling right now, and it's not even close.
Yeah, I was about to say, brother, like it's a good weekly, and I think more and more people are realizing
that. Somebody like Ray Phoenix, who could be utilized like it looked like he was going to be utilized when he joined WWE last year. AAA, maybe it revitalizes him. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, either way, like I expect this to be, like you said, it's going to be a fucking banger. And I'm just a bit more in the Phoenix camp, but I guess we'll see.
Pagano and Psycho Clown will defend the World Tag Team Championships against the War Raiders. There's been some miscommunication from Pagano and Psycho Clown. Seems like this is leaning towards a breakup, and for that reason, war.
I'm all for it. I'm echoing this sentiment of war. Yes, with Raiders particularly. I think
the match will be a war. And
yes,
Pagano and Psycho Clown might be luchadors, but they're little meatier luchadors in a sense. So while it's not fully big meaty men slapping meat, there's going to be some meat slapping.
Yes, I think it's about as meaty as you're going to get on this card. That being said, I feel like the War Raiders and Psycho Circus are both veterans of the game. I feel like they're going to both I hope they beat the flying fuck out of each other. My personal
also, if
aim.
You'll indulge me, Brandon. I'm going to change our background from Confetti Dark. We're talking about AAA. It's the hottest that it's been in a long time.
Is it going to be?
I like my Mexican food just a little spicy. So
just throw some chiles in there.
Especially because in the what I assume will be the main event and should be the main event, it's the spiciest rivalry in wrestling, despite what you see on Raw, because Raw just doesn't fucking get it, I guess.
Honestly, and this is funny because, and we'll talk about it in a little bit, but I feel like the one true detraction from this feud is its WWE involvement. And I say that like more so with Raw main roster, like just keep it off Raw. It's fine. It doesn't have to be. Or if you're going to
keep it on Raw, have the roles that are defined in AAA defined on Raw. It's not that
and
hard.
The rules. Yeah, they can't touch each other in AAA, but they can,
it's not even that. It's that El Grande is face in AAA, but he's a heel on Raw, and Original is face on Raw, and he's heel in AAA. Define the rules clearly. It's the same goddamn company.
It makes it's not like you have total universal, alternatives, parallels versus with like Raw versus SmackDown, right? Same thing. So like treat AAA the same, or treat it at least comparably. Like don't treat it like it's a completely different universe, for Christ's sake. On the tag match, I think I want to say it goes to the War Raiders. I think it'd be cool because they've won belts in the United States, Japan, I believe in the UK, if I'm not mistaken.
I want to say they were WCPW tag champs or Defiant.
Oh, were they as War Machine?
I believe so because they joined WWE 2018, so that would have been WCW was like 2017 when it first started. No, 2016 and then 2017 they had that crazy year where they were the best independent on the planet with their World Cup and everything.
Yeah.
So I think I know they were there. I think if they had tag titles, they almost guaranteed won them. And if not there, they definitely won the Progress titles.
Yeah, I'll have to double back on my research, but I mean, I want to see him in some like FTR tier where they're just globetrotters winning tag belts all over. I don't think they've won any belts in Mexico just yet. So that'll be a nice like kind of global Infinity Gauntlet completion, if you will.
In another guaranteed banger. And not Dr. Wagner Jr. like NXT likes to say, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
El
will
hijo del
face
Dr. Wagner.
El Hijo de Vikingo for the Latin American Championship.
That's going to be a great match. Yeah. No, I expect nothing less.
I don't care who wins. I'd prefer Vikingo to win just because I fucking love Vikingo. And I like Dr. Wagner Jr. too, but like I have it somewhere. I have a signed Vikingo card that I bought when I went to Bloodsport. And I was like, I want that one. And it was like $10. And I was like, that's going to go up exponentially. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm going to sell it, but like, I want
to say you got it. Yeah.
Speaking of cards, I know I showed you when we were on the mixer, but I bought some other packs for Pokemon just because. I got some hits. I bought 4 packs, got 3 hits.
Ooh. I got to squint. Is that a Charizard? No,
that is a Mega Skarmory.
Mega Skarmory? When they have Mega Skarmories?
I
didn't play.
Salazzle.
Uh-huh.
And then the creme de la creme, they added some newer cards called illustration rares. And if you're wondering why we're doing this, you can politely fuck off for a minute. We're Pokemon nerds. I got an illustration rare Probopass.
Oh.
And of course, like I showed last week, got the OG Mewtwo Japanese and then Rayquaza. So
beautiful.
I just got to get some card sleeves. Not that I'm going to start collecting, but I was like, fuck it. When I bought my monitor, I was like, I'm going to buy some packs just because. And then I got 3 out of 4 packs had hits, and I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's something fun about, and nostalgic about opening good solid pack of Pokemon.
A lot of people like to ruin the hobby because they fight and everything. But
that's sadness.
So I'm going Vikingo. Are you going Vikingo as well, or are you going Wagner Jr.?
I might go Dr. Wagner Jr. in this case. I feel like Vikingo is doing a good job as a heel in Piriplaya, playing a lot off of the people just hating his guts because, various reasons, nepotism and,
Well, it's weird. It's similar to the way that the Grandes are shown. Like, you have Vikingo who, he's the son of the original Vikingo. But, like, in AAA, the legends are really the stars. Like, it's kind of similar to Vince McMahon's WWE, where even if you had an upcoming star, it doesn't matter. The legend's going to win, and they're going to not. The legends are the true stars. The part-timers are the stars. He was getting booed out the building against Del Rio, which is insane to me.
His bizarro world, as Jerry Lawler would say.
But, like,
different world.
Vikingo is one of the most incredible professional wrestlers I've ever seen. And he just he had that heater with Mini Vikingo, which is another. I understand he looks like a younger, skinnier Vikingo, but like the shit that Mini Vikingo was doing, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. That Ope-Eh into a fucking crucifix driver, where he did like 2 full spins, and then a Phoenix 630, like. I don't get it. Like,
I'm just surprised that they're showing a kid basically on WWE TV, just doing crazy shit and getting power bombed to hell by Omos and getting shaken like a ragdoll. That was the funniest. Oh my god. I'm just sad he didn't get a chance to answer the Open challenge before that, quickly expired by virtue of the fact that they had to drag Brock back to fulfill his contractual obligations. But, I mean, maybe they resurrect it one day. Who's to say? On topic, I would like Dr. Wagner Tercera, el hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., to retain, because I want to see more like character work. I want to see more story and drama between him and El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., which I
Sure.
have to keep remembering all the little conjugations or whatever. But like, I feel like in Triple A, and maybe I've not been keeping up on it as like rigidly as others, but I feel like there's a lot of like guys that WWE's kind of been dumping down there just to kind of fill out a roster and make it kind of more in their image. I feel
Here's
like
the thing. I don't disagree, but you have the current booker of AAA being Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, who for 30 years was the most protective and kayfabe character-driven person in the business. And he goes down to AAA where you have to keep kayfabe like and be character-driven because most of those guys will not leave that arena without their mask. Like they will leave the arena with their masks on because most people don't know the person behind the mask. Like that's a big thing with Lucha Libre. So having him being the driving force of AAA has done nothing but create wonders for when WWE bought it last year. We were all shocked, and I was like, I don't know how well this is going to go, and it could not be going better.
Yeah. Well, read the comments on a lot of these like clips of AAA, right? Like especially surrounding, the Grande feud. Like people are just commenting like, we have been blessed by under AAA Taker or like under tacos or like just heaps of praise for the Undertaker, pretty ubiquitously in these comment sections.
Booker of the year right now. It's not close. And speaking of the Grandes, El Grande Americano versus Original Recipe El Grande Americano in a lucha de apuestas mascara contra mascara, which is mask versus mask. A title match would not even mean that much between these guys. This is the most important match in Lucha Libre. And this is the feud of the year, and I don't think anything will eclipse it.
No.
And we were wondering if it was going to be on WrestleMania. WrestleMania did not fucking deserve this match.
No. And the hype surrounding this match, brother, is WrestleMania tier. Like, I'm sure you've seen the videos of El Grande Americano, the one who does this, being serenaded by crowds in Mexico. He has him and Andrea Basarte have their own murals now down in the area. Like this is going to be gigantic. This is going to be,
and
I don't
whoever's
know if
underneath those masks, because we don't know.
Oh,
Brandon, no, we don't know.
No, we don't. No,
we don't. Donnie was here, he would say the same thing.
Chastising me.
It's going to be huge, and you have to keep the momentum going after what did the El Grande Original win recently?
Was that a question? What did he win?
Reyes, which guarantees him a match against Dominic Mysterio for the Mega Campeonato. You have to keep that momentum going. So I see the original El Grande Americano, who does not care for the history of Lucha Libre, the man who would spit in the face of Lucha Libre, if we're being 100% honest, a man who is attacking people left and right and does not deserve to be in AAA. He's losing that mask tonight, and we'll see who it is.
Yeah, because we absolutely don't know who it is, right?
No, we don't. I don't know why you're smiling. We don't.
Yeah, joined recently by Julio and Bruto Credo. we'll see if they play a factor in this match. Of course, El Grande Americano likely will not be left far behind by Los Americanos. Unsure who they are.
I expect an absolute masterpiece, if I'm being honest. Like, the entire build has been nothing but perfect. And we can scratch everything that's happened on Raw. The only thing that WWE can put in that was there was when El Grande came out and then the original recipe came out in the Royal Rumble the number after. That's it. That's the only thing that they should, if there's a hype package, which I assume there will be, only thing that needs to be in from WWE from it. Everything else I don't give a shit about because they did not, they fucked the booking on the main roster. AAA. Yeah, I think from a story perspective, and we both know that these guys are incredible professional wrestlers. They put on nothing but bangers most of the time. I fully expect this to be a match of the year contender. It's crazy for me to say that because on Sunday at Double or Nothing, there were like 5 match of the year contenders.
Yeah.
Like, I know we like to give Uncle Davey crap. First 2 matches for Double or Nothing to open up the main show were 5-star. And there were like 3, 4 and 3/4. So like,
yeah,
I think it doesn't matter what his rating is. If this doesn't deliver, I will genuinely be shocked. I think this will be a 5-star match just because it's got the story leading into it, the story going throughout, and it's going to put an exclamation point on the feud of the year.
Well, I mean, it's how many feuds have we seen in recent memory where there's been this much depth that has spanned multiple companies, even when you consider WWE and AAA.
The only thing close for depth would be Swerve and Hangman, but that did not go through multiple companies. But that had so much depth because, I mean, houses were broken into, houses were burned down. That had depth because of an what's the word I'm looking for? The violence was exponentially
there were felonies.
Expanded.
Okay.
So
yes, there were felonies involved.
And the felonies. This has depth because of fucking character work and story. And like, I'm so excited. I don't know if I'm gonna get to watch it live because my buddy wants to go out for a couple of beers. But like, please do not spoil anything in Discord. I'm asking you that right now.
I will keep it to myself. I will say, I feel like, and I might have said this, that the current Grande feud kind of gives me like Taker Kane vibes, where you have kind of this sort of like little universe in and of itself that's been expanding since, oh my gosh, when did the original El Grande appear? This would have been a year and a half ago.
Right before Mania 41.
It feels like longer.
Can I give another comparison?
Yeah.
It's a mixture of that plus Redacted and Kurt Angle.
You think so?
Look at the performers.
As far as like how? Well, I mean, when you look at in-ring quality, yes, absolutely.
It's going to be Taker Kane, except, I mean, both Taker and Kane were good wrestlers, but Taker did not hit his like incredible stride till 2005, and then Kane. I like Kane, but he was never that good in the ring.
The Hurricane Rana.
Yeah, the best choke slam of all time.
Did you miss his incredible chain wrestling against the Big Show?
I've seen the video, but he was not known as a man with work rate.
But he could have been. It was there.
But you have 2 guys, and El Grande original recipe does wrestle like Redacted, and you have somebody as smooth as El Grande. Let's say extra crispy. The original recipe, extra crispy. Give me that. Come on.
Well, we got KFC on the brain here. What's going on here, Pierce?
I'm calling them original recipe. I can't just say El Grande and El Grande original recipe. I know who you mean by talk by like that, but I want to just split them up perfectly.
Okay, fine. I'll give it.
So
I'll give her.
El Grande EC wrestles like a mat-based technician, and so like it's two super technical guys with incredible story and character work, which is not something that's ever seen in professional wrestling. The only person that would do that would be Eddie Guerrero. So
I'm very excited for this fucking match. I will be watching it. I'll be parked right here on this couch in my fucking lucha mask. Well, I mean, the mask of El Grande Pacafano, who I'm a big fan of myself. But this is
you
gonna be
realize
great.
you put that on a live stream before you put that on yourself, so people know it's you, right?
No.
It's recorded on Wells Mania.
I
That
don't know if
episode is
anyone-
not gone
I don't know
forever.
if anyone saw that episode.
Wells put it on that and then put the clip on social media on TikTok and Instagram. And you saying, I don't know if that made the light of day, you kind of just painted yourself into a corner. Right here,
Corner.
El Grande Pacafano is Brandon. All right, Clash in Italy. What is set to open the card? Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Undisputed Championship against Gunther. Gunther should win.
Yep.
Do we have the same one?
Yeah, no, came out menacing on Friday, yesterday.
Great promo.
Yep, should lariat the shit out of him. Should chop his chest fucking raw and powerbomb him to hell for well-deserved WWE Championship.
I want the finish of this match to be like how their Crown Jewel match was, where Cody rolls him up, but he's going to kick out, but keep him in the sleeper, and Cody just passes out or taps out. Probably passes out.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, Cody tapping would be a lot. But
I'm going to talk about what I expect to be the main event because there's some news coming out for it. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu in Tribal Combat. Jacob apparently got hurt on Friday at a live event. I guess they're looking for a backup plan, but if he's not available, I don't know what you do with Roman. Roman's going to be there, so maybe you just have him face, I don't know, a Braun Breaker, like, or have
that's tough
versus set. Like, I don't know. That's expected to be the main event. I'm still going to ride with Jacob. I think Jacob should win here. I don't expect him to, but I think they should give it to Jacob. He has been nothing but exceptional in this feud.
Agreed. I mean, it depends on how hurt he is, right? It depends on whether or not they feel like they are confident to put a belt on him if he's compromised in some way. I think Obafemi never said who the tribal chief was going to be by the time he was ready to face them. So, and either match would be fucking.
That's one person. There's one person who calls himself the OTC. So they could go the route of just moving Roman to Oba Brock and having triple threat. And
good.
I mean, if that's the case, Roman's walking out as champion, probably pinning Brock, even though I never want to see those two wrestle again. But
yeah, no, that era's been and done. So
it was been and done after the second match they had in 2018, and it was the fucking worst thing I've ever seen. The worst WrestleMania main event, not named Roman Triple H.
Yeah, it was not deserving. Yeah, if there's concern of Jacob being really hurt, I would think that Roman is the guy to walk out here. If Jacob's actually hurt, let him heal up a little bit, let him come back as ferocious as ever. And also, you got to think of Ope-Eh OTC to come in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he's okay, put the title on Jacob. And then you can actually add something fucking interesting to a bloodline story. Even though it's been like a fun version of it, yeah, I think Jacob winning and becoming the tribal chief, even though he clearly said he does not care to be the tribal chief, would be interesting.
Well, and that's what tribal combat entails, right? It's passing of the guard.
If people fucking interfere, I will be annoyed. I just want to throw that out there.
Well, I mean, consider the fact that, Jacob already kind of established himself in this situation. Like, he's destroyed everybody on SmackDown, related to the bloodline, the MFTs and that, destroyed them all effectively, and then comes to Raw, single-handedly annihilates the bloodline.
Well, no, tribal combat, when they first brought it up, said nobody must interfere, and then the match ended in interference and nothing changed. So if this is going to be quote unquote tribal combat, no interference, none.
Agreed. Yep.
Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
I don't think it's going to push Jade's stock down. I think Jade has been very good in this feud, and their match at Mania surprised me with how good it was. So I expect this to be quite a good match, especially because it should get some more time.
And honestly, too, Jade could benefit from character work and matches and, higher profile feuds outside of a title scene, because she's had the TBS title for however long, only lost that because she was leaving. Shortly thereafter, wins the WWE Women's Championship, and, she held it to WrestleMania in a pretty good match. I'd be very curious to see how she does for a while without a belt, now that she's had it and now lost it.
Well, it seems like the direction is going to be Jade versus Charlotte, so I think that's a good feud to run to SummerSlam. So
I think so.
Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruca. I think Becky should retain, but I don't know. The match at Saturday Night's Main Event really fucking disappointed me because it was so confusing, and it's just like, oh, because you decided to FAFO, Sol's getting a title match. It's like, I don't think Sol should win the title off of that bullshit. I think this should be, give them 10 minutes, show everybody what Sol's about, but have her lose by the skin of her teeth. Have her lose by the linchpin, specifically.
Yeah, they get one of those where, like, if she challenges again and loses, then she gets banished down to NXT.
Nah, nothing like that. Or just can't challenge for the title since Becky's champion. If they want to take it off Becky, I'm not going to be mad, because Becky has made that title what it is. And not that Lyra did not do a great job. Lyra was an incredible first champion, but it's at the point it's at now because of Becky Lynch. So
sure. And I think, that being said, I think you can afford to diversify the roster or the gallery of, like, Intercontinental champions. Like, not to say that the belt doesn't deserve prestige by virtue of multiple defenses and strong champions. Becky has been that. I think I would want to see Sol win this match. Yeah, no doubt about it. Arguably the best of all the horsewomen.
Not arguable.
That being said, I think that Sol should still win this match. I think, or at the very least, if she doesn't win this one, she should win the next one. But I think this should end with Sol being Intercontinental champ.
The feud should end with Sol winning the title, but they have to build to it. And they did not do a great job at Saturday Night's Main Event. So,
no, they did not. This is true.
In a match I did not fucking expect to happen again. Ope-Eh versus Brock Lesnar. First and foremost, Oba's promo on Raw was raw as fuck.
Lived to the moniker.
And
yeah.
I loved the little character. When he did his pose, he made sure to look behind him to make sure Brock wasn't like that. It's fucking genius. Just a little bit of character work to add to it. It's a match that does not need hype, but was hyped up incredibly well by Brock's promo on Raw and by Oba's promo on Raw, and of course Paul Heyman's promo. But it's Paul Heyman's best hype man of all time.
Naturally,
I think Ope should win
again.
Yeah,
you don't want to see this dragged out for 3 for 3.
Here's why. Let me fantasy book for a second. Put my Booker glasses on, pull out the pen and paper. Let these guys go for 10 minutes and just have a fucking hoss fest. And then fall from grace, 1-2 kick out, then 4 F5s, one and continuously kick out. And Brock goes for another one, push under the rope, fall from grace, 1-2-3. So Oba wins, but just like barely, but it's still like a hyper competitive fucking banger of a match. And Brock is so incensed. He says, because he's been saying, I'm a humbled, retired beast. And he's like, SummerSlam, one more time. If I can't beat you, I'm done. I'm never wrestling again. And then that's that. Let Oba go 3-0 on Brock, because I don't think it does Oba well if he loses to Brock Lesnar here. Unless it's like he should not be tapping out to the Kimura or the Brock lock for that matter, Brandon. I know you want to say the Brock lock, but it's never happened.
Brock lock.
He should not be tapping out, and he 1,000% should not be. What the biggest thing is, he should not tap out. If he loses, it has to be like Brock is spent, and it's like a quick an F5 out of nowhere, and then you never see it from Brock. But I want just an arm over the body of a spent Oba Femi. Like if he wins, it has to be by the skin of his teeth. Like it has to be as like close of a victory as it can be. Like snatching victory from the jaws of defeat type of thing. And
this assumes they don't go to no contest too, which is a very real possibility.
No,
if they want to extend this feud, and it's hard for me to envision.
That would be like, do you remember how Oba or Brock and Bobby Lashley ended? It sucked. That would just suck the air out of, I'm probably going to butcher this, the Inalpi Arena.
I mean, I'll take your word for it. I didn't get a chance to look at it.
In Italy.
In Turin, Italy.
It would suck the air out of it. It just wouldn't make sense to me. So either Oba has to win in a hyper competitive match to show, even if Brock is humbled, he can't beat the ruler, or Brock wins in a hyper competitive match by the skin of his teeth. Because this is not, even though it's still fucking Brock Lesnar, he's not the same beast he once was.
No, he's certainly not. He's 49 years old, I believe now, but still, like, Oba, I'm glad is fired up about this shit and is really taking Brock seriously in this. I mean, not like he was never taking Brock seriously, but like to think you're just gonna kill Brock Lesnar, you're coming to kill the beast, but like, brother, this ain't like that. Especially now that Brock's in a different mindset coming into this match. 10 minutes, I feel like, is pretty solid for a match between these two. There's going to be a lot packed into it. I don't know, man. It's hard for me to envision, especially if we're trying to drag this out to a trilogy, Brock losing. That's never, to my knowledge, happened. I don't think Brock's ever lost 3 straight. So against any opponent he's faced, not against Lashley, not against Goldberg. I mean, he's beaten Taker all this time, so Taker's a non-factor. But like,
Oba should manhandle him, but it's got to be just a little more competitive. But Oba should not be losing right now. That's the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you believe that they're, not to necessarily talk too much about SummerSlam, but do you believe that would negate him potentially challenging Gunther? Because I've seen people throwing that kind of theory around for Brock having his last match in Minneapolis.
I don't know. It might be 2 months away at this point, but it's still too early to fucking say. I don't want an armchair book, and like, if it's Gunther and Lesnar, I'm not going to be mad about it. But like, I think the obvious choice is that Oba and Brock should go to SummerSlam. And because it seems like Brock is motivated to work with Oba, and it seemed like when they faced off at the Rumble, he would be motivated to work with Gunther, because Gunther is the most, like, Brock likes people who earn his respect and are super about the business. You know what I mean? We've seen that time and time again. It seems like Gunther could earn that fucking respect real easily. But like, I think Brock's gonna go. Gunther's established. Gunther is the best wrestler walking the planet. He doesn't need the Brock rub. He doesn't. He can retire anybody. The career killer, it's people are sick of this moniker, but it can always be there for Gunther. He can kill a career whenever the fuck he wants. He doesn't need Lesnar's. If they want to give it to him, I think that does make sense. But I think it works better for Ope-Eh. And then you could have that as the catalyst for the feud. Gunther's mad that he did not get to kill Brock Lesnar's career, and instead it went to Ope-Eh, and then you can also have the championship as part of that. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe. And who's to say? Like maybe they pull an audible and put the belt on Ope-Eh before. Well, no, it wouldn't be before Night of Champions. That'd be way too soon.
Gunther needs to hold that title to at least
Crown
SummerSlam, and hopefully longer than SummerSlam. So, but I'm excited for Clash in Italy. I think it's at noon tomorrow for us. So nice midday show on a Sunday. Not going to be mad about that. But Brandon, before we go on this super special Saturday episode, anything you need to say to the people? And if it's about ROH, I'm cutting you off.
No, they haven't been making waves as of late, but gonna give the old TikTok live a shot, maybe. So we're gonna be running lives for various things, just to say hi to you fun folks and talk a little bit of wrestling. And I think we had talked about another show that maybe there could be some live content for besides Noches. Have we agreed on that? Have we said anything to that effect?
I do not remember. My brain is fried from the week. And I'm still waiting from an email from one of our buddies to kind of confirm a date on something. Because my work kind of screwed me. So,
yeah.
But
I was going to say...
look out for the June schedule. It'll be up probably tomorrow. That's all I got. So
that's it.
This has been your favorite podcast saying thank you for stopping into the Ope-Eh 3-Way on this special Saturday night. Have a beer, a water, a soda, whatever the hell you want to at our bar on us. And we will see you next time. Thank you very much.